Stand by! Oh shit! 1 for 1 on the steal. Hold on, look at how he's fucking starting. Holster your gun, soldier.
Did I do it?
You're here, I'm here, we're blending positions. Guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Hunter Constantine. We're in the lovely state of Utah, and we have a special guest, Lance.
Lance. This guy's gonna teach me how to shoot.
Yeah, we're gonna go over some useful USPSA tips. I don't have my arms crossed because I'm mad. I have my arms crossed because I'm cold. And I inhabit the desert, and I'm in the cold, rainy mountains today. Lance is a C-class carry optic shooter, right?
C-class carry optics. Just finished my classifications, and yeah, we made it to C-class, boys. We started somewhere.
Hell yeah, not D. And he's on his way to become a B-class bandit. B-class bandits are actually, I'd say, like the most fun classification, just because like you're starting to get some stuff, but you still do a lot of stupid shit. Kind of just vibe the whole time throughout the match. And as you guys know, I'm a grandmaster. And so we're just gonna pick out some useful tips for you guys. Figure out like that low-hanging fruit that you can find in your matches and in your shooting to get better, get faster, and get better stages. The target fella distracted me. All right, let's go shoot. All right, first things first, the number one thing I see is people rushing out of their holster, and they think that getting a fast first shot is going to equate to winning the stage or doing better, and it's not. I actually have a pretty slow draw in comparison to some of the top shooters in the sport. I'd say consistently, like gun to my head, 1.2 all day. A draw might win you a stage, but it's not going to win you the match. What's most important is just getting a nice, solid grip on your gun, and that just comes with the basics of building your draw. We have a whole video on that, so we're not going to touch too deep into it, but we are just going to start today by just working on that consistent draw out of the holster with 2 shots onto this steel plate. And our goal, let's say for 2, I'm going to go with 150 for my time, and C-class, let's just add a second, so like 250. But I think you're gonna beat that.
Let's bring it down to 2. I think I can do
2?
it just fine.
Okay, cool. Let's I think this is gonna be about 10 yards from that steel. We got a nice big old steel there. So yeah, we're just gonna rock and roll. Let's get this timer off my pants. You guys should be using a timer in your practice. You gotta hold yourself accountable. So again, what I'm looking for here is I'm going to hand start below wrist, or sorry, wrist start below belt. I'm coming up, I'm indexing off my gun, I'm locking my wrist, I'm building my grip, support hands reaching, I'm coming up to target, confirming sight, and just making sure that my hands feel good on that gun, because during the course of fire, you want to make sure that that gun is settled well in your hands.
Stand by. Nice. 131. There you go. 128. Nice, 124.
All right, so as you guys see, when I'm shooting this gun staying flat, I'm building that torque on the gun. I have the right amount of input so I can get one sight picture, rip off 2 shots on that steel, and get 2 hits on it. Lance, let's see what you got.
All right, let's get to it.
Stand by. I don't know if that's zeroed. No matter what, your gun should be zeroed. You shouldn't show up to a match with an unzeroed gun. I mean, this is really showing some C-class behavior if I've ever seen it. So.
How far should you zero your gun?
It doesn't matter. For a pistol, 100 yards, easy. No, I do a 12-yard zero. Some guys do 15, some guys do 25. All that really matters is you know what your holds are. I've been shooting 12-yard zero for the last 5 years, so I'm just very comfortable with how my gun shoots at different distances. But the main thing is you just know your holds. So pick a zero, stick with it, understand what your gun's doing. Lance is now zeroed.
We're now properly zeroed.
We're going to do it again. Stand by. 187. That's murder. 191. 170.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, so
solid grip. That is like the foundation of shooting. And how long have you been shooting matches for?
6 months. I started like just before June.
6 months. So like he's gone through some of these woes that you get through when you're dealing with like coming out of that holster, dealing with the stress of the match right off the bat. I think your grip is something that, I shouldn't say that because I've seen some people not do this, but it's one of the first things that you learn for competition is that you need to have your grip set if you want to get through a course of fire.
Yeah, grip is key. I've had many of situations where I'll draw the gun out and not only am I fishing for the dot, like at the first couple matches I ever shot, and then from there it was all just learn how to properly grip and acquire the target just across the board. Even just get the dot in the picture. That was a hard thing to learn if you are just starting shooting pistols as well.
This next part is on your transitions. This is, in my opinion, the lowest hanging fruit for people and what I see people struggling with the most as far as sight acquisition and just leaving a whole bunch of time on the table. A lot of these timers, like the AMG timers, the Shooters Globals timers, we see them at matches now. It will record all of your splits on practice score, so you can actually go into the competitor app and pull up a graph of your splits versus somebody else, so you can actually see where you're losing time. Very interesting when you have like similarly skilled people and just like, like this guy beats me on a few hundredths per transition, or this guy beats me on movement, etc. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do just a nice little 5-shot drill.
Okay.
It's going to be 2 on paper, 1 on steel, 2 on paper.
Okay.
We're going to have you go first, and we're going to look at your splits.
Okay, let's do it.
Come back here a little bit. Right about like here.
Okay.
Just so it's not too easy. All right, shooter ready.
Yep.
Stand by. All right, that was pretty good.
Hey,
151
Charlie.
first shot, 26 split, 53 transition to the steel, 59 transition to the paper, 23 split. So your splits are almost identical on paper, and your transitions from paper to steel, steel to paper, were within 6/100ths of a second.
Nice.
Yeah, honestly, it was nice and consistent for an overall time of 3:12. Let's do it again.
12. All right. Oh, we lost the target.
Shooter ready. Stand by. .293, shaved off 2/10. Let's see, 148 first shot, 23 split, consistent, 51 transition, 51 transition, 20 split.
Nice.
So Lance is at 50 or half a second from paper to steel. For this distance, this size targets, we'd like to see that faster.
Okay.
So let me run the full thing, and then we'll talk about how to break this drill down to even smaller increments to try to get your transitions faster and see if we can beat that 293.
Okay. Stand by. Nice.
Okay.
Let's go through this here.
All right, so you got 127 first shot, 22 split, 35 transition, 47 transition, 19 split. And it looks like I got 2 A's and 2 A's on it. So 250. But again, we shaved off 0.2 of a second on that transition, and then like just under 1/10 on the second one. But so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start on this paper. I'm gonna fire 1 shot, bang, bang, and I'm just gonna go paper to steel, paper to steel. And what I'm doing here is I'm like warming up my eyes because I'm looking for a specific spot on the target. What I see a lot of shooters do is like they just have their dot over the brown of the target, rip the trigger, or on the steel, it's just like the dot is somewhere on that steel and go, but you wanna stay target focused. And you want to look for a specific spot on the target and the steel to lead your eyes to. And if you're doing that, your gun just like magnets to that point, and that's where you start getting the really spicy splits. So let's see if we can hammer that in.
Okay. All right. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. 0.6 split.
Oh, it's not. It's only a reading.
It didn't get your first shot.
It doesn't get my first shot. I'm gonna let it beep. Wait a second, then shoot.
Okay. There you go. Your split is 2.6.
2.6, okay. So what we just found out here, dissecting this drill and just taking the transition out of it, just to get like your eyes warmed up and your body warmed up. Like it's a thing, like you'll typically see in a match, you'll start shooting faster and more consistently as the day goes on. And so typically I like to go to like the warm-up bay or something just to get my eyes like moving. I actually like driving to the range in the morning because your eyes are working, because you gotta pay attention to everything going on the road. And I try to read as like many street signs as possible, like actually read them where like I see the words and I see the letters and like I'm looking at them. And so that's what I'm trying to pick up right now, because ideally I think this little drill from draw, what I do is a 250 and 240.
Yeah, 250, 240.
Yeah, and if we shaved off a 10th, we could probably do this in like under 230 if we were like on it. And I think that's what we're going to strive for next. But what I'd like you to do is the same thing where you're just doing paper to steel to figure out what that transition looks like for you.
Okay, let's try it out. Okay, let's do from draw.
All right, shoot ready. Stand by. 4-6 split. Speed it up.
Okay.
There you go, 44.
44.
There it is, 30.
30.
Okay. So like one thing that's great about practice is trying to push past your threshold. Like that, both of us shooting in like 30.25 to this target, that is, it's fast. And that's like where your wheels start to fall off. But if you don't push yourself, you don't know what's capable of it, right? So like, you know that it is physically, you're capable of doing a 0.3.
Yes.
Transition from this paper to steel, probably at like 10 yards with like a, I don't know, 5-yard split between targets, give or take. But you have to push yourself. You have to enter that exploratory zone to get better. The best place to do this is in practice. So like if he can do 0.30s, let's say like every 5th run or every 4th run or whatever, then that 40 probably comes every 3 out of 5 runs. Then that 45 comes out of 4 out of 5 runs, and then that 50 is 5 out of 5 runs. Or like you have your safe, a little bit push, a little bit more, and then like your maximum speed. But the faster you practice, the faster it's going to be on your executable side. So entering that exploratory zone is like the #1 key for growth.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna tape these targets, and then we're gonna run this drill again and see if we can get it faster. Lance's time to beat is at 293. Stand by. 257. Just like that. So you got a 130, a 23, 42 transition, 43 transition, 19 split. So just like that,
yeah.
he just shaved off over 0.2 of a second on the transitions alone.
Hell yeah. All right.
Just like that.
Let me run it again. I think I can go faster.
Go faster? You
Yeah.
think you can break a 250? Stand by. 247. Just like that. 135, 21, 35 transition, 37 transition.
I'll take
19.
it.
That's awesome.
I'll take it. All right.
Okay, I got to beat a 240.
Now you're going to smoke me.
Maybe, we'll see.
Sure, are you ready?
Yep. No, stand by.
No. Oh, all right.
Fucking
Stand by.
C-class motherfucker.
216.
All right. Okay, let's do it again.
All right, he smoked me.
Oh, wait. The things. 114 first shot, 17 split, 31 transition, 32 transition, 22 split.
We saw that one coming.
All right, let's see if we can do that again.
Alrighty, stand by. 204, shaved off another 10.
Yep. So first shot, 116 split, 14, 28 transition, 30 transition, 16 split. So just literally like waking our eyes up. It helps so much where you're just moving to that target and your hit's there, it's ready to go. We did a video a while back with a guy named Tony Ryan that talks about the neurology behind your vision while shooting. I highly recommend you guys go back and watch it. I'll plug it at the very end of this video so you guys, after you're done with this, you can check that out. But he gives you a bunch of visual drills to start warming up your eyes, which maybe we should have done. We could have done this a little bit faster from the get-go, but oh well. We need to go grab some ammo. So first things first, solid grip, fast transitions. We'll come back for your next tip once we have ammo. All right, next things next. First things next. Next things first, okay? I know what I said. It's about getting your gun up when you get to position instead of getting to position, then getting your gun up. So we got this figure 5 drill. I first learned this from Joe Farewell, and he learned it from somebody else, but I don't know. But figure 5 is what I think it's called. We got the steel targets. We got 5 positions. These sticks represent where we're going to be shooting from. Sticks are 5 yards apart wide, 5 yards apart this way, 1 stick in the middle. And you're going to start in the center stick.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to fire 1 shot on the steel per position, and you're going to go to every corner.
Okay.
But you're going to go to the center between every corner. So it's center corner, center corner, center corner,
Okay.
center corner, center. 9 shots total, and you can go to any corner you want.
Okay.
All right.
Shooter might not understand the course of fire.
The shooter gets to go home. Stand by.
Oh, center. Okay. Center. Last. Okay, one more.
24.99. He probably would have saved like 3 seconds on that.
If I didn't fuck up right there at the end.
Lance is already doing the purpose of the drill, which is getting the gun up. As Lance is approaching this position, he broke his grip to start moving, and as he's coming here, he's building his grip, punching out, going to work, and he's getting his sights lined up and then breaking his shot. Just like that. And he was doing that in every position. Typically what I see with people who are new to moving with their gun is they move weird, or they get to position, then they get their gun up. Like, there's some people that just like to have their gun out in front of them first, where they'll take a shot and they have to move, and it looks something like this. I'm sure we've all seen something like that. The other thing I see is people waiting to get their gun up. So they take a shot, come to position, plant, punch out, and shoot. Both of those, big waste of time. Okay, you can start combining these things together because efficiency is where we're gonna get a lot of our speed for our matches and get a better score. I'm gonna run it one time, and then you're gonna run it again and see if you can beat 24.99, which I think you will.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Stand by.
Fuck! I heard a ding on my first shot, and then I panicked. And I took makeup shots, but then I realized I got a hit on the first shot.
He was a hell of a lot faster than me, though. He ended with a 1542.
1542, and like, I mean, it's not the hit I wanted. I got to this position, and then I started thinking about what I want to talk about after this drill was done, which happened in another video recently.
It's okay, it's cold out. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but that's the other thing too, where staying focused and shooting with purpose is very important. When we're filming YouTube, sometimes I like get out of it because I'm thinking about you guys, because I love you guys. Lance, let's see you run it again.
All right.
Let's see if Lance can get sub 20, he can get a hat. The hats aren't for sale. You can only win them. And you know what? The funniest thing you guys can come up and muster about Lance will get a hat shipped to them.
Oh no.
Shooter ready. Stand by.
Oh.
Oh shit. 1 for 1 on the steel.
Oh, did I do it?
Holster your gun, soldier. Amateur hour over here. Okay. 1937.
Yeah, let's go.
1937. Let's
Thank
get
you.
this man a hat.
Got it. I did it. Oh. I'm getting crowned right now.
Gods of War.
May your hammer be mighty.
Yeah. Buy a belt. Belt.
Does Lance have a belt code?
Belt. No, Lance needs a belt code. What do you want it to be?
Mine's Ocean, so it can be whatever you want.
Okay.
Okay, I don't think we should probably do that one.
All right. Lance's code is.
Let's go with that.
You just said that the M&P Apex trigger feels like the 320 trigger. We might just end this video early.
It feels the same.
The disrespect. It does not.
Let's rock it here.
Big, mushy, fucking terrible 320 trigger compared to the nice, crisp Apex.
So I
Fucking
threw my
wild.
P320 belt back in the truck, and I'm actually going to try out Hunter's competition M&P. Which model is this? M&P 9.
2.0.
Yeah, this is my first time shooting a Smith & Wesson at M&P 2.0.
She finished off that mag.
I love how the dot like just returns right to the same spot every time.
It's the best gun.
It's great, dude.
You might think that this YouTube channel is for you guys to learn stuff or entertainment, or for maybe even like me to sell belts, but it's really just M&P propaganda.
Damn.
For those companies claiming it's the #1 choice for duty pistol, they're wrong. You know who I'm talking about. They're not duty pistols. They're not even drop safe.
Dude, I'm about to be M&P gang after this. I feel disappointed for buying a P320.
Yeah, he should.
I'm gonna go load some mags.
We're gonna talk about blending positions. So we set up 3 positions. Position 1 is 1 paper and 1 steel. Position 2 is 2 no-shoot papers. Position 3 is steel and a paper. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna demo it first. I'm gonna talk about blending positions, then you're gonna do it, okay?
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you the timer. I'm gonna run through it once, not blending positions or shooting on the move, however you wanna talk about it, or however you wanna phrase it. And then I'm gonna do one where I'm blending it, okay?
Shooter, are you ready? Stand by. .872.
872. So what I did there is went to position 1, or I was at position 1, shot. Came to position 2, stopped, shot. Came to position 3, stopped, shot. Now we're gonna blend this position 2 and shoot it on the move.
Yep. Stand by. There you go. All right, 740.
740. So we shaved off just over a half second just by shooting these targets on the move. And we got almost the exact same hits on the center targets. We had one little makeup on steel that was 29, so it really could have been about a 710, shaving off a second. But essentially, you want to find ways in your stage where you can combine different things going on. So what I'm combining right there is covering distance from the total amount of positions that I have to cover and engaging the target. So we combined 4 shots within that movement. I took a few steps to accelerate. I slowed down, got my sight picture, and then I just rolled through it, engaging those targets, then accelerated back out, stopping in the last position.
Okay.
Let's tape it, we'll have you run it. We'll do the same thing. You'll do it from a stationary position and then a moving position.
Okay. All right.
Shooter ready. Stand by. There we go, 914 for a stationary run.
Not bad.
Okay, we're gonna do it again, and he's gonna blend that middle position just like I did, where he's not gonna come to a complete stop. He's just gonna slow down, creep, and roll through that position and get those hits.
All right.
Stand by. All right, 867, so he shaved off about a half second
Yeah.
on that run, even with an extra makeup shot. And hits are roughly the same. There's a couple Charlies scattered throughout there, but it is a new gun, and this is his first time shooting it. But even just like, this is a very, very small example of this, but when you can start shooting everything on the move in a match, that's when you're gonna start saving a lot of times. And we have like high risk targets being the no shoots. Granted, they're pretty generously open alpha no shoots. So like for a match, like those no shoot targets barely get any more throttle down than an open target. The tighter it gets, the more throttle it gets on my shot cadence.
I'm becoming a Smith & Wesson enjoyer after that. That felt right.
That's what I'm talking about. It's the best gun. I kind of just want to run this again.
Sure, let's do it.
All right, so I think I got 740.
729, right?
No,
720?
I think it was 740.
I don't know. We'll look back on it.
I'm gonna say 740. You remember 867 for yourself.
867.
I'm gonna try to run this again. We'll see what we can get.
Stand by. .680.
680. I did
cruising.
I threw a Delta. That's on me. But yeah, 680. So we cut down a lot of time on that. 740 was the last one, so we cut down like 0.6. But we were racing through those targets, and yeah, a little Delta boy. Delta Force is okay in moderation. Okay, you never want to go full Delta Force because you look dumb, like you don't know what you're doing. But a little bit of Delta Force, you look cool and fast.
Oh yeah.
Stand by. Hold on. Look at how he's fucking starting. They let you start like that in matches?
Yeah, I just index my finger in the groove in the center on the back.
Oh, it just looks like you're hovering. Your hand's like right under the grip.
I just index right here all the time, so I just up and onto the grip.
Yeah, your hand just looks higher.
Oh.
Looks like you're just hovering like right here with your wrist above your.
What if I did that?
What if you wrapped your hand in front of the gun? Like this.
Let's not do that.
I think this is safe. All right, that's fine. Yeah, hey, if RO's let you do it, have at it. Shooter ready. Stand by. .784.
I think
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, neck in the head zone right there.
Yeah, it's all right. You're pushing speed a little bit. Again, we're entering that exploratory zone. You were a full second faster leaving that second position
No way.
than your last run, and over a second and a half from your first run.
I was gonna say I felt like super sloppy because I got over it, and I was like, I am way like 2 more feet over where I should be as I was
Doesn't
still shooting.
matter. We're blending. We're blending positions.
I was moving, that's for sure.
You're here. I'm here. We're blending positions. All right. Nothing more than that. We're just blending.
I think it's the M&P, dude.
Dude, this thing is sick. I love it.
M&P propaganda coming at you.
I'm gonna end up with this.
Get ready.
Probably after this.
All right, guys. This has been another day on the range with our special guest, Lance.
Thank you.
Also, Weekend Gunner on IG and his website, Weekend Gunner, where you can get these sick hoodies. We wanted to just give you some entertainment, give you some knowledge. This is a knowledge transfer. I'm taking what's in my brain and giving it to Lance's brain, which is giving it to your brain.
Thank you again for letting me borrow your gear. This is great. I love the M&P. And Hunter Tech Tips. There we go. Hopefully I can shoot better at my next match.
HTT, Hunter Tech Tips. But yeah, we covered establishing your grip from your draw, getting ready for the course of fire. We established your transitions, getting them faster and picking up time in those areas. Getting your gun up sooner. Like, you don't necessarily need to shoot faster, you just need to shoot sooner. And then blending positions to try to incorporate many things for a stage so you can be as efficient as possible with the lowest times. And time, all of these drills, I mean, it worked out great because, like, we never really know how these YouTube videos are gonna, like, really turn out, you know? Like, we have concepts, we do it. Every single time it showed improvement, which is like super cool. And I totally knew that was gonna happen. And if you're shooting a 320 or a Beretta, you should go buy a Smith & Wesson. You should go trade it in, get a Smith & Wesson. They're cheap. The drop-in Apex is easy to do yourself. And
get this guy. This thing's sick.
yeah, Smith Gang.
Smith Gang. All right, I'm buying one of these right after this, that's for sure. So, thank you again for having me out here, dude. Appreciate it. Awkward handshake. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Grab my forearm.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Don't break eye contact.
All right, I'm done with that. We're good.